This audio of Bashar is to help you understand that contrast in life is normal and that you will manifest and experience the meaning you give to every situation.
Once again, nothing in life has built-in meaning. The greatest gift all of you have ever been given is life is meaningless. You are designed to give life meaning. The meaning you give to every situation, positive or negative, determines how you experience the effect of that situation in your life. Negative meaning in, negative effect out. Positive meaning in, positive effect out. Every single situation has the ability to serve double duty. You decide what effect it will have by the definitions you assign to it. So, if you're following your excitement, you're acting on your excitement to the best of your ability, and you have, as you say, an injury that prevents you from going down that path and turns you in another direction, give it a positive meaning so you can extract a positive result from it. Because it's not an accident, it's an orchestration. In some way, shape, or form, there's information there as to why that happened. That will serve you if you assign a positive meaning to it. But if you assign a negative meaning to it, then you will only be at a vibratory level that will be impossible for you to understand the positive reason that that happened. Because you cannot perceive what you're not the vibration of. So only by saying, all right, I don't know why, but I know that this must have happened for a positive reason. I don't know what it is yet, but I know it must have happened for a positive reason. When you stay in that state, you will eventually find out how it actually served you. Now, you may not always know intellectually, but you have to know empirically on all levels. It must have happened to be of service in some way, shape, or form. But if you don't know that, if you don't allow yourself to just know that for a fact, you will never experience the positive result of that. We have told a story before. We will tell this story briefly to you now so that you can understand by physical example what we're talking about. Okay. All right?
Yes.
Have you heard the story we told before about someone having their radio stolen out of their car?
No.
This individual is in love with music. Passion, passion, passion. Music, music, music all day long. The best sound, the best system. Bought a car. Wanted to buy the best sound system for the car to hear the purest form of the music. Could not, as you say in your language, afford the best system. So did the next most exciting thing. Bought the system he could afford. Went on his way. A week later, a robber broke into the car, stole the system, damaged the console around it. Now, this individual knew enough to know they did not have to label this as an interruption, as an obstacle, as a negative. They stayed in a positive state. And because they stayed in a positive state, they were receptive to inspiration to go to certain places to do what needed to be done to take care of this. So they went to the repair shop, they went to what you call your insurance, reported the theft. They were given an amount of money to cover the radio that was stolen and to repair the damage to the car. But when he went back to the repair shop, the repairman said, the damage is not as bad as it seems. I can actually easily repair it, and therefore it is free. Thus then, suddenly, the man looked and realized he had the money from the insurance for the radio, the money from the insurance for the repair, which, strangely enough, equaled exactly the amount of the original system he wanted to get. And now he could get it. So the theft actually served him in his dream. And only because he stayed in the positive state of energy did he take himself to exactly the correct repair shop that would repair it for free and get exactly the amount of money from insurance that would allow him to buy the original system he originally wanted. Whereas if he had gone into a negative state, he might have gone many other places and would not have experienced this particular outcome. Remaining in the positive state is what allows you to experience the positive result, regardless of how it appears. Don't fall into the training of automatically assigning a negative meaning to something just because you've been taught that that's what it must mean. Give it a positive meaning because you know that there is nothing that happens in your life but those things that serve you. And then you will get the effect of that knowledge in your life. Do you understand this story?
Yes.
Does this help you?
Yes, it does.
You never know what path being injured turned you down. Many people, again, for example, because we know this happens in your world, get very frustrated when they're driving their cars in traffic. I can't go faster. Oh no, something's going to happen. I'm going to miss something. How do you know that by being forced to go more slowly, you didn't avoid a lethal accident down the road? How do you know? How do you know that by going more slowly, someone in the next car didn't then get a chance to look over, see you, and get a thought that served them that day by seeing what you were doing? How do you know? You don't. But you can trust that it served all of you in some way, shape, or form. Yes?
Yes.
It is even a service. It is even a positive service to be shown something that is not what you prefer. Because many times on your planet, many people have an easier time understanding what it is they do prefer by first being shown, by comparison, something they don't prefer. So even that helps to clarify what it is you do prefer. Thus, then you can thank what you don't prefer by making it clearer. You see, the only way to really see a tiny candle flame at a distance burn brightly is if it's actually surrounded by darkness. So thank the darkness so that you can see the flame, so that you can see the light. Because if everything was the same brightness, you would be able to distinguish nothing within it.